We just asked him what his woo preferences were. He said we're not close enough for that. But will Sari be his girlfriend? It's almost like he's saying, we're not close enough. But do you want to be? And what? He caught the love of his life flirting with another. Are they joking around or losing interest? No. This is just not a good episode for romance. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Avatar Legacy Challenge. This is a challenge in The Sims 4 where we can play between 4 and 13 generations all in the same family. Each generation in this challenge is themed off of one of the 4 elements: water, earth, fire, and air. And they have their own set of rules and requirements that I have to meet before I can move on to the next element in the cycle. There are a lot of fun rules and requirements for this challenge, so if you're new here, a link to that is in the description below. And if you are new, you can feel free to start the challenge here, or you can check out the playlist that has the first season and the first 2 episodes of the second season that we recently started. And if you enjoy this challenge, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay tuned to see all the new updates to this challenge and all my other Sims postings. So with that, we're just hopping into the game, and the first thing I want to do today are some quick bedroom makeovers for the twins, since they just had their first day at their new high school. I think the rooms are going to need a little bit of an update.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, we have some slightly made over bedrooms. Sari's obviously got a lot more TLC since she happens to be our main character. And then Haru got a little bit of a spruce up as well. Not that we can really see it too much in the dark right now. But now that Haru isn't our heir to the second generation, kind of trying to figure out a little bit more what Haru is all about. Looks like Kiyoshi and Koda are up pretty early. They were just playing some video games, and Kiyoshi has a looming anxiety from a fear of being cheated on. So this is something that just kind of cropped up overnight. Kiyoshi developed the fear of being cheated on. We'll be handling that fear once Kali gets up, but I can't help but just roll my eyes a little bit just due to Kiyoshi's tendencies to just kind of flirt, sometimes whether it's Kali or not. But today is Saturday, so here come all the kids grabbing their breakfast, and Sari is still going through her distant phase, so she's not a fan of being around the family right now. She's also feeling kind of embarrassed about her acne, so after breakfast, gonna do a little face wash. It's still early in the morning, so I think we're just gonna play some light online video games, maybe with some of our new friends that we made at school. And then I'm not exactly sure what's needed for this fear, but I have Kiyoshi just talking with Kali, just doing a few little romantic interactions, and oh, nope, he's off to work. Your fear will have to wait, my guy. But oh man, it looks like Haru also has that fear. It must just run in the family. So let's have him send a little text to Sailor, see what she's all up to. And I'm just getting rid of all the pet things, since we're really not gonna need them right now. Haru, we'll have you work on your aspiration. So just a quick little jog. We'll probably have Sari do the same once she wraps up. She's actually almost all ready to level 6 fitness, which is really good. So Sari had a great time with her video games. Let's do a quick little run, and tomorrow is the winter solstice. So while we're here, Holly's gonna talk to Sari about her distant phase, feel like I want to be alone, jokes, volunteer events, or even playing building blocks may get me to come out of my shell. Well, I mean, jokes are what Kali's all about. I think she'll continue just maybe telling some bad jokes to her daughter and try to get through to her. Sari's a little confused though. Maybe there's a generational gap here. It's alright, Kali. You tried. Haru's asking some advice though. Making friends. I really want to be friends with someone, but they don't seem to really want to be friends with me. How can I make them my friend? Kali's gonna tell him you can't force friendship, because it's true. They're not enthusiastic about that friendship, then don't go for it. Why does this happen every time? Every time this boy tries to take a bath, someone walks in on him. I think after last time, Haru is going to attempt to join an after-school activity. He's not going to go for cheer though. Even though he initially had interest in cheer yesterday, unfortunately, Sari kind of stole his thunder. So he's going to go for the one other physical activity, and that's football. I think right now with Sari going through her distant phase, they're really not as close as they really used to be. So I think there's going to be a little while where maybe the two of them just aren't as close as they used to be. I say right as the boys are walking into Sari's room. But we can see she's really just not having it right now. It's kind of sad. This really used to be their norm. Sari and Haru, super close. Even Koda, she was always really close with. But right now, she's just feeling this familial distress. And she really just doesn't want to be around family right now. So it looks like the Festival of Snow just started. So I think we'll take the fam jams. And then I think once we get there, Sari's gonna try to figure something out to get away from the family. Already, Sari is off sprinting. But she has fond memories about the Festival of Snow. But most of her memories are just kind of like playing on the playground. But we're gonna try to do a little bit of snowboarding. We were just doing our first run down the slopes and we get this call, but we're gonna go. We're gonna go. Literally right after getting her own snowboard and trying to go down the slopes, she gets a call to go on a little date. We're gonna compliment his outfit and honestly just get to know him a little bit. This is such a weird Sims interaction. We'll support his body hair preferences. And Chase shows the signs of the Jester personality type. So Jester Sims live for the moments of joy, humor, and silliness, often though they are irresponsible, wasting time by playing around instead of focusing on their goals. And as if she didn't already have one, Sari now has a big ol' crush and a lot of stuff happening. Collie's off to work, Kiyoshi got a promotion, and now is wondering if that's the right career for him. I feel like Kiyoshi's going through it right now. We just got high school years. I'm waiting for midlife crisis years because that seems to be the direction we're going with some of these. You know what? Maybe we'll be a little bit bold and we'll confess. We'll confess we've been daydreaming about our crush. We're gonna ask a risque question. We're gonna try to make a little move, cozy up by the bonfire. Aw, heck yeah, it worked. And also changed the two of them out of their cold weather gear because apparently they were burning to death. Who'da thunk it? Okay. I can't help but like laugh a little bit because we just asked him what his woo preferences were. He said we're not close enough for that. But will Sari be his girlfriend? It's almost like he's saying, we're not close enough. But do you want to be? And of course, Sari is all swept up in it and kind of the romance of it all. We got kind of a gloomy little sunset out here on this abandoned island in the bluffs. While the fire's gone out, the two of them are gonna keep things going. We're gonna head off to the romance festival. I think the last time we were at the romance festival, gosh, it was when Holly originally got the call to marry for money, and she was trying to marry her best friend at the time. So yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So these two just got here, and look who else is here. We got Haru, who's given his lady love a call. So the competition for romance it's on. We're just getting some Sakura tea, and we're going to ask the romance guru. We're going to ask them for their wisdom, and not the wisdom of making it home in time for curfew. These kids are they're bad at curfew. Maybe I'm just bad at curfew. Got a nice little introduction. I mean, based off of these little speech bubbles, I'm thinking so far so good. To love or not to love? That is the question. Well, what about this current relationship? I see. Oh, that's the oddest destiny. Well, don't make any plans. That's great. That's great, lady. We're just thinking, you know, forget about the romance guru. So while Sari is talking with her new boyfriend, Haru has also asked for some wisdom. A life without love is not one worth living. And when asking about his current relationship, Haru was told, oh, I see that's the oddest destiny. Well, don't make any plans. So the two of them actually got the same fortune, which is a bit interesting. And Haruki just got a crush on his girlfriend. I mean, I would hope so. See, this is... because they're having their first kiss, and of course, Sari has to do it right in front of her brother and her friend. Not that they're really paying attention. They're kind of just focused on each other. But Sari's focus and her goals, they're a little skewed. And that's where I think we can see kind of the fortune given by the guru. We can kind of see where that's coming from a little bit. But Sari's feeling pretty tired, so she's heading home. Haru, honestly, you should probably also head home. It's like after midnight. A very different romance festival to the last time we were here. Sari is very much trying to, like, artificially create her own kind of romance compared to her brother, who really didn't seem to have any issues, though he is having this want to talk about his relationship fears, which does remind me, Collie, wake up. No, you are both super, super tired, but we gotta figure out whatever this fear is wanting us to do. Maybe we'll express fondness, we'll declare our love, but I'm not seeing an option to talk about their relationship. Yeah, even in the friendly menu, can't really find anything. Oh, well, never mind. Polly passed out. We'll try in the morning. We'll try in the morning. She really did just give it her best effort. She tried. Almost missed it, but Haru is feeling sad from romantic doom. So the romance guru has informed Haru that his romantic destiny is filled with challenges and hardships. And what? I did not catch that. When did that happen? He caught the love of his life flirting with another. Are they joking around or losing interest? No. Sailor, what? Their romance is in the red. Oh no. I was so, like, hopeful for the two of them. We'll let him go and cry it out in bed. And man, it really goes to show. You may think that you should be jealous of a certain situation, but you don't know what's really going on. Oh my gosh. I had told Haru to express his melancholy thoughts in his journal, and where does he go? Into his sister's room. It does seem to be helping a little bit, though. Yeah, it helped. He's feeling a bit better. Though, Sari is not a fan that he's in her room. Even though she's sleeping, she knows. Like, I feel this familial distress even while I sleep. Oh, probably doesn't help that his chair is gone. And his laptop! Wait, what? Wait, is it just in the inventory? Okay, it is in the inventory. I was about to say, who stole the laptop? I got him a new chair, so that's fine. But oh man, let's get him to bed. Just like that, 5 a.m., they all finally slumber. Okay, never mind, spoke too soon. Kiyoshi! Should have known it was too good to be true. I just realized somehow I accidentally changed my camera position and removed my border while clicking around in the game. But look, it's the winter solstice now. There is art and music, ending a ceremony, and being thankful. We're gonna cook a nice big breakfast for everyone. And Kiyoshi is feeling flirty. Here we go, talk about relationship fears. But oh, Sari's dreams bring her to a state of nirvana as they recollect their cherished moments with Stephen Harris. Almost surreal, this ravishing creature that stalks her as she slumbers. How could someone so perfect for them actually exist? So that is not her new boyfriend. That is the other guy that she kind of had an instant crush on. Okay, so Stephen Harris. He's more of the bad boy between the two of them. And oh no, Kiyoshi, what? Hold on. Kiyoshi put himself forward and opened a line of communication, but the problems aren't over. Maybe another day of communicating his worries will finally help overcome his fears. This is just not a good episode for romance. Jeez. Social Bunny is just unhinged. There, your face is so punchable. Just looking at it makes me want to throw down. All the friends are negative reacting, but the two of them are probably just laughing it up. It's like when Facebook thinks I'm bullying my sister because I call her a bee with an itch. It's a term of endearment, okay, Facebook? Jeez. Wait, does Haru have an enemy? Wouldn't it be so terrible if you happen to find some sabotaged object in your future? Please just go back into your house and remove the door. No one wants to see you in public. Dude, you're my new enemy. Wow, we're dishing it back. We're dishing it back. And we'll message some of our newer friends just to see what can come of this. There's also Takemi, who's one of the friends that we had from childhood, I think. She and Haru used to be really close. It feels like it's been forever since Sari has been romantic with her partner. It could be paranoia, it could be anxiety or gut feeling, but Sari can't help but wonder what her partner is up to or who they are seeing behind her back. Girl, it has been less than 12 hours. You need to chill. Or maybe you need to reach out to someone else. Send a nice little energized text. I think these two are siblings. Peace and Stephen Harris. Maybe I'll give him a makeover a little bit later, but I do appreciate his green shirt. Uh-oh. Sailor's over. And Kiyoshi gets a call from Kaori. Someone's asked her out on a date. This is where the fear and uncertainty is gonna kind of start messing with Kiyoshi's head. I feel like normally he's a romantic sim. He'd say, yeah, romance is in the air. But he's gonna tell her, I don't think it's a good fit. And maybe that's Kiyoshi kind of going through his own regrets. Not that I want Kiyoshi to regret anything, of course, but when the game gives this opportunity to be a little messy, to be a little crazy. Oh hey, let's go out and enjoy the day. Well, all right then. I think we'll give him a quick little makeover. We're currently in cold weather, so very quick makeover. Then just some very light changes. I gotta keep the green in there. Didn't change the main outfit, but there is Steven. Also couldn't help but notice he's a little bit older than what we are. He's 5 days from age up. We're 12 days from age up. So he's a little bit of an older teen. And through their conversation, Sari got the impression that Steven finds her quite attractive, even though he totally just ran off. Boy, where are you going? And then Chase asks us to prom. You know what? Yeah, sure. We're gonna say yes. Oh, he just showed up. Ooh, that is awkward. This is a weird episode for romance. I gotta say. Not that we're necessarily going for romance. Right now we're just kind of seeing what the atmosphere is like, you know? Because again, the romance guru said not to make any plans, so we're just keeping our options. Even though our option is running away right now. Oh, we're on the pier. That's cool. Where is our actual boyfriend? There he is. It's so nice that you're here. Why don't we come over here and take a little ride? And you know what? He's interested. We finally learned about his nice. Finally learned about his interests just in the nick of time. And now that they've had such a nice time together, we're going to talk over our relationship fears. Again, if these boys would just stop running away from me. Trying to be emotionally vulnerable. So we're just talking about our fears and trying to get it all out in the open, and she put herself forward, open a line of communication, but the problems aren't over. Maybe another day communicating her worries will finally help overcome her fears, so not going the greatest right now. Meanwhile, Steven's over here trying to figure out ice skating. And then Chase asks us to be best friends. We're gonna say of course, because I feel like Sari is just getting all kinds of mixed signals. She's being vulnerable, but then it's not working out, and then he tries to pull her back in, and even going back to him first asking her out, it's just getting a little bit of weird vibes. Like even how we came out here with another friend who invited us out, and he just so happened to show up. It's just a little bit of a coincidental timing is all. We're quickly headed off. We're going to attend the holiday ceremony with our family for the winter solstice holiday. That's what we're off to do right now. All the way over here in this abandoned lot. Right as we're winding down for the night, we get a call from our old friend Kelsey. Some connections of mine heard of a party going down with some college students. This could be our chance to show the world how cool we are. We're cool, we're down. So Sari has accepted the invite, but now needs to find a way there. You could ask for permission or try to leave and hope no one catches her. Clicking on the ground or an openable window will give options for how to go to the event. So we're finishing up. We just finished up with our shower. We're actually not that tired. We're just gonna sneak out. We're just gonna sneak out. Doesn't look like anyone is out. And yes, Coda likes video games. Here goes Sari. She almost got caught, but not quite. Ooh, an egg is ready to hatch. Wake up, Kiyoshi. Time to hatch some eggs. Which one? Hatch egg. Time. Little baby chicken. What a heartwarming moment. Once the little baby comes out, probably tomorrow, we'll go ahead and give them a name. Sari's come back just in time for Kali to catch her in the act. We're going to express disappointment for breaking curfew, and then we're gonna ground her for breaking curfew, because for a long time now, Kali's been very lenient with these kids. They've been breaking curfew left and right. We're gonna tell her no phone for one day. So she takes one last selfie, waving goodbye to her social bunny friends. And we're now feeling tense. Been grounded and can't use our phone. It's been a long weekend for these two, and they're just doing a quick little catch-up of everything that happened. Because with Sari's distant phase, the two of them really have not been as close as they used to be, so they're just reaffirming that yes, they are still each other's best friends, even with all the wackiness over the last few days. I love that little emo icon. But Haru's telling her about everything that happened with Sailor. He's really shaken up about it, you know? And maybe Sari's telling him a little bit about how she was jealous, and she was kind of trying to match him. And maybe in some ways she's still going to try to outdo him when it comes to relationships, but that's also just youth and learning your limits. But let me know what you think about the recent developments. Because right now we do have Chase Freeman as our boyfriend. He's also our best friend, but we know who the real best friend is. We see him as extremely attractive, and the two of them have crushes on each other, though he does seem to be a little clingy. And then there's also the potential with bad boy Steve Harris, who there's not really anything between them just yet, but she does consider him very attractive. And then, of course, with Haru, we have the interesting turn of events with Sailor. It's complicated. The burning romantic desire cannot be quelled, even if they don't like each other that much. I mean, I feel like it's the opposite. They like each other a whole lot, but their friendship is literally maxed out, and their romance is currently just barely in the red. Haru still has a killer crush on her, and she still feels deeply connected to Haru, so I feel like we're not quite done with Sailor, even if it's not forever. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe to stay tuned for future episodes in this series. One of the great things about teenagers is that they are extremely impulsive, and so I find it very fun to play them. So I'm just really enjoying the drama and the mess right now, and I hope you are too. So with all of that, thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.